Martín Zubimendi has heavily been linked with a move to Arsenal in the summer, a transfer that many top European clubs such as Liverpool, Manchester United and Bayern Munich have pursued over the past few seasons. It appears that Mikel Arteta and Arsenal may have landed the sought-after defensive midfielder, a player that has been on the radar of many elite teams over the past several transfer windows. At Real Sociedad, Martín Zubimendi was deployed as a deep-lying number 6 at the base of the midfield. In this role, he was crucial in constructing the team's attacking build-up play from the deepest spaces of the field. However, under Emmanuel Alguacil, Zubimendi demonstrated versatility, occasionally being utilized as a number 8. Now, when considering the Spanish midfielder's potential fit at Arsenal, it's very likely that Arteta will utilize Zubimendi in the number 6 position, and this will allow for a player like Declan Rice to be deployed higher up the pitch in a box-to-box role. Zubimendi fits Arteta's vision for a defensive midfielder, a player who excels in receiving the ball in tight spaces and breaking through the opposition's high press. His intelligence and composure on the ball, coupled with his ability to find the right pass, make him ideal for the role of deep-lying playmaker. This will enable him to orchestrate Arsenal's build-up play and ball progression, keeping the game ticking over in their favor. His range of passing, both short and long, will be key assets for Arsenal. Zubimendi is capable of being able to pick out the wide players with pinpoint long passes, bypassing the opposition's press, while also maintaining a short passing rhythm to control the tempo of the game. This dual ability makes him a dynamic option for the middle of the park, capable of adapting to different phases of play. So when it comes to deciding the number for Zubimendi, of course, Arsenal have got a history of giving players the worst numbers. They gave a centre-back a number 10, they've given the likes of Saliba number 2 when there were other numbers available, and Zubimendi has been given 13 off the bat for the career mode. Now, of course, other numbers like number 10 are available, but giving number 10 to a defensive midfielder would be the worst possible thing. Let's not forget that with Jorginho as well as Partey leaving, 20 as well as 5 will be available for selection, but I honestly do believe that if he were to sign for Arsenal, 16 would be the number that he would be given for the club. And the last thing will be getting his attire correct. Now, for one, he likes wearing his socks above his knees, which is fantastic, as well as in his last game against Real Vallecano for Real Sociedad, he was wearing the Predator Goal Hunter boots from Adidas. So how will Arsenal adapt to Zubimendi? Tactically, Arteta could still deploy Arsenal in a 4-3-3, allowing for Zubimendi to sit at the base of the midfield. In this setup as the lone number 6, the Spanish midfielder will look to control the game from the deepest spaces of the field. And because Martín Zubimendi can be such a versatile player, you may even see Mikel Arteta deploying him in the number 8 role and dropping down Declan Rice to the number 6 position when more physicality is required. Another viable option would be pairing up Martín Zubimendi with one of Declan Rice or Mikel Moreno in a midfield 2 for their 4-4-2 structure. Or alternatively, Arsenal could switch their whole system around and Arteta could deploy Arsenal in a 4-2-3-1 formation. This would see the likes of Zubimendi and Rice anchoring the midfield and allow for a player like Martin Odegaard to take up his more natural number 10 position. This could get the best out of Arsenal's attacking players like Martinelli and Saka by encouraging the overlapping runs from the fullbacks such as Timber, White or Calafiori, rather than heavily relying on inverted fullback play. This system could successfully maximize Arsenal's fluidity and width, while Zubimendi's ability to control the midfield will ensure a balance between offense and defense. So if Arsenal do get this deal over the line, Martín Zubimendi will be a fantastic addition to the side, replacing a player like Thomas Partey or Jorginho in that number 6 position. Of course, this does mean that Declan Rice will no longer play as a consistent 6 for Arsenal, although this season he hasn't really been doing that. He's been deployed in that number 8 role. And I do think that that does have its own advantages, using a player like Declan Rice for his work rate, making sure that he is contributing in all phases of play in that box-to-box role, could prove to be a stroke of genius for Arteta. So if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to smash that like button down below. It is something slightly different and new that I am looking to incorporate into the channel. We could be doing this for other teams, other players, and other possible transfers that do happen later on down the line. So if you don't mind smashing that like button down below, as well as subscribing if you are new to the channel and you like the content, that would be fan-damn-tastic. And I hope you have a smashing goddamn day. I'm out of here. Peace.